Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and you're watching another episode of The Hope Show, a weekly live stream dedicated to 1/6 scale collecting in general, movies, TV show, pop culture, all that type of thing. I have a question for... Hello Jim. I have a question for everyone. Oh, that's a nice panel. 6 works. What trilogies are the greatest trilogies ever made? Like, what trilogies should be in the conversation? They might necessarily be your own personal favourite, but... John, throw out a few. Which would be like, yeah, that could be in the running for the greatest trilogy ever made. Chat, please participate too, if there's anyone watching. What do you think?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Star Wars.
Hey, Bob, I dibs that one in the background. Come on now.
Star Wars, come on. The original.
Matrix.
4, 5, 6.
Well, the third
Hunger
Matrix for
Games.
us.
Hunger Games were good.
I'd rate the Hunger Games, actually. That's pretty decent.
A lot of people like Batman.
Fistful of Dollars
Of the Dark Knight
trilogy.
Yeah.
I was going to throw in that if someone else didn't anyway yet.
Someone's put Austin Powers, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. The Indiana
Ooh.
Jones trilogy,
That Ben.
Yeah.
the 3 movies, first ones. Toy Story
Yeah.
trilogy,
Yeah.
those first one were all solid.
Yeah.
So, my follow-up question, you can see where this is going. I'm going to mute myself while you answer the question. I've got to eat. If Dune 3 sticks to landing, is it reasonable that it would be at least in the conversation for one of the greatest trilogies ever made? You can just have a chat amongst yourselves about that.
Definitely.
100%.
After
It'll
after
usurp Lord of
rewatching the
Rings.
first two, 100%. No, it will not beat Lord of the Rings. Nothing can beat
No.
Lord of the Rings.
Who said that? Was that Jim?
Me. I'm not a big
Jim.
Lord of the Rings fan, though. That's why.
Banned.
Slack.
Lord of the Rings is
Banned.
alright. The films are good.
Um,
The films are good. I can see why it's the best trilogy, but it wouldn't be my favourite.
I think based on, I think Dune should definitely be part of that conversation. I was a bit slow on the uptake for the first one, but now I've come to enjoy all of them. And I think
That's fair.
me and my other half, it's the first film in a long time where we've said, you know what, when that releases, that's an IMAX job. And I think, Jim, that's something you said as well. I think Harris maybe said that as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to be, I mean, part 2 was pretty epic, right? So I think part 3 looks to be shaping up to be better than part 2, which is as high
And
praise.
Batman's in it, isn't it?
Oh, Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson, yeah, he
Yes,
is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is,
Like
I
Sting.
tried. There is an old Dune which I never saw with Sting in it, but
Yeah.
I tried to get through the first movie first time, and it's like me and Luce, we just turned it off. It's like, oh. But then I listened
It's
to
a
the
bit
audio
aged.
books of the prequels and got some history. And then I thought, right, I'm going to give it a go. And when I was in the house on my own, and I loved it. And then I got the second movie, watched it, loved it. So looking forward to the third one.
The original Dune films, though, they're like pretty much 80s cheese, aren't they?
I don't know. I never saw it. I know
You
Sting was.
tried to watch them.
A bit like Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Are they really like
Oh,
that?
It was 1984.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
David Lynch.
Oh, so
They
it
were
would
big,
be
though,
quite
To be
weird.
fair.
David
Oh,
Lynch is
classic.
great, though, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He did Twin Peaks,
I
yeah.
think it was a bit of a.
Mhm.
He did, yeah. And it was the detective from Twin Peaks who played Paul Atreides. The I forget what his name is. Well, I
Kyle.
remember he was in Sex and the City as well.
His name
Oh,
Kyle.
No, Kyle.
No, Kyle.
I know the guy you're talking about.
Kyle McLaughlin.
As long
Is
as
that
this
it?
Part of Bob's questions.
Wasn't the
Yeah,
guy
I'm aged now.
the guy that's the dad in Fallout was in the original Dune
Yeah,
films, right?
Kyle McLaughlin. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
not seen it.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Because
Oh,
the
that's who I was
reason
talking about. Sorry, that's who I was talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason I asked is
he was in Twin Peaks. Yeah.
like, it's funny how like I put up a post just basically reshared the Warner Brothers trailer. You know, they do the vertical trailers now in Instagram, and just reshared it the night I watched it. And I was like, if this sticks to landing, it could be one of the best or the best trilogy ever made.
Yeah.
And I got a few DMs, and like in fairness, they weren't like negative or anything. They're just like, you know, oh, you can't remember this trilogy or that trilogy, and Lord of the Rings did keep coming up. And like,
Yeah.
do you ever see those trilogy meters where it has like, you know, the first film, the second film, the third film, and it's like the first one is like, you know, like a very high energy bar, like 100%. Like Matrix is a perfect example. The first bar would be like top tier high energy level because it's like, you know, 100%, and then the next one Reloaded would be maybe drop down to 80, and then the next one flattens. Aliens is the same. Like for first two movies, excellent, and then the third one, I kind of have a soft spot for the third one, but it's definitely considerably weaker than the other two. The tone is completely different. But with Lord of the Rings, the three bars are, there's no bad movie there. You know what I mean? There are three, like whether it's objectively or subjectively, like you could say they're objectively good movies as well, even if you don't like fantasy. Whereas like my favorite trilogy is obviously the Dark Knight trilogy. It's no secret. But I know that the energy meter, the quality level in the first two is going to be higher than the third one. There's a drop off. I don't think it's a bad movie. Some people do, but I think it definitely, it's not as good as the Dark Knight. So it might go like 5-star, 5-star, 4-star, whatever. But with the Lord of the Rings, they're three bloody masterpieces. Do you know?
Yeah.
But I think Dune, if they stick the land on the third one, because I agree with Mandy. Like when I first watched the first movie, it was a Friday. I didn't get to see it in the cinema because I don't even think it got a cinematic release. I think it was still 2021 or something. Or I don't know. Like, maybe it did. That could be. Anyway, I didn't watch it in the cinema, but I remember being a Friday. I was tired, and I was like, "This looks stunning. The sound engineering is stunning. It has some really unique sounds in it. The score is amazing. The cast is great. The performances are great. The costume design is great. The action when it happens is great." I'm just like, I didn't feel it as much because I think a lot of the lore that you miss from reading the books, which stitches together, is so necessary. But like Mandy's, like when I went away and I actually read the book, because the first Dune book is what the first two movies were based on. And then when I went back and watched the first one again before I watched the second one, I got so much more out of the first movie. And now I'll put on the first movie and I'm just like, all these little bits, like you see when they land on Arrakis, like you can hear people in the crowd go, "Listen, Al Gaib," and I'm like, why are they doing that? What's so special about this guy? And it's like they've already, you know, they've been waiting for that prophecy. So all those little details that I completely missed, but yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah, so it's I suppose it might come down to, I think if it's good, I think it could be in that like objectively good. Like I think Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy ever made, but I'm more of a sci-fi guy or a Batman guy, so I'm always going to pick the Dark Knight as in if I had to snap one of them.
Do you feel like it's following almost a similar trend to Lord of the Rings? Like the first one's very much the less action-packed kind of one. It's kind of like establishing.
It's the Batman Begins of the three of them.
Exciting. Yeah, and then the second one, it expands and explodes a little bit more, a lot more action. It's a lot more interest. It's the better one. So I'd say the Two Towers is better than the Fellowship in my opinion anyway. I mean, that's my favorite of the three.
I think I prefer the Two
I don't know if that's a hot
Towers
take.
too. Yeah, like
Yeah,
and there's
So
no
the
bad
third one-
movies.
It's hard though, isn't it? Because it's
It'd
one
be,
book,
you know,
isn't it? So it's really hard. And I know it's separated into three, but I think you see it as a whole, you know. But there's a
that's
new
how I
Moana
say it,
movie
yeah.
coming out. Just remember that might be up there. Moana's
one?
that this year.
All right. Yeah, I saw some. I was at a first look at. He looks ridiculous. He really looks ridiculous. Like, but yeah, it's interesting. Like the yeah, I just think I think the Lord of the Rings is probably the best consistently trilogy ever made. But if you think about it, I suppose they were working off a story which was already a cult classic. It was already an excellent story. It had a defining beginning, middle, and end, and like it still takes a lot of skill to adapt it. There's obviously stuff in the book that never made it to the movie, but
And they could have blown it on the cast, but that cast was just perfect. Like I would have been a hard, because the books I did years ago and The Hobbit, and I was really invested in the characters. But when I saw the cast, like Ian McKellen as Gandalf, he's the most perfect Gandalf.
I feel like as soon as you got Ian McKellen on board, the sort of sewn up at that
it's
point,
going to
right?
be a win. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But do you know that the Gollum, the search for Gollum, isn't that like going to be based on like a few lines in a paragraph in the book or something? You know what I mean? Like, as in, it's almost like there's no need for it. Like it's like the Hobbit.
So they're just
was
trying to
a
squeeze
short
it in,
book.
aren't they?
Yeah, it's and like there was no reason for the Hobbit was a trilogy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
It
never
was-
got
yeah.
that. What I mean, they
Money.
fit a lot into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But The Hobbit, like you say, it was written for his kids. It was a
Mm.
tiny thin book, wasn't it? You finish it in a week, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got that book, and I've still not finished it, so that's a lie.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
I
Well,
might
the,
lend you that
I
little
could get through
1/6 scale one I've got, and you have to try and read that. You know, the
Can you
Will
one-
we have a scrub through this
yeah.
trailer? Or what were you going to say there?
Yeah. Oh no, I've
Yeah.
got a tiny little Hobbit book.
Yeah,
A
1/6 scale.
scale. And I've
Yeah.
got a picture of Thorin reading The Hobbit in one of my pictures on Insta. But you could read that. 'cause it's a-
I'm not going to I'm not going to share the audio. We're just going to pick out random bits in this. Did you
Can you do
did
it,
you
Jane? Can you
Pardon?
do the audio? Can you do the audio yourself? Can you give
No,
us
no, definitely not.
right.
Definitely
You
not.
can sing the song.
I'm seeing a lot of these Instagram influencer types, like, you know, it's like me every day since I've seen the trailer, and they're doing the kind of the chant that he's doing and stuff like that. All right, look, we'll have a scrub through. Yeah, so you have him kind of like he is washing his head with a lot of water, which kind of goes against what we saw on the second one, didn't we? So maybe they're not on Arrakis, or they're somewhere. Bougie, yeah. People are comparing it to Apocalypse Now. This scene here, he's got long hair. And I'm wondering, like, is this actually going to be in the second movie? As in, I know it's in the second movie, but, like, there must be time jumps, because at one point he has, like, a very short hair and some scarring, and then here he has long hair. And I'm wondering, like, is this during, like, their happy time, say, in Dune 2 before she ditches him? Or is this, like, they've found each other again, and this is, say, you know,
I think this is
like they've reconciled? Because, pardon?
I think this is where the film's going to open, roughly.
You think so?
I think so, yeah, because I just feel like this is probably how it's going to start. It's going to start off kind of in this nice place, and it's going to change as it goes. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah,
We'll
could
see.
be. Because in the books, you've read Messiah, haven't you, Jim? We've talked about it a few times.
I managed to get through it, yeah.
Yeah, I found it was a struggle. First book, very good, and then Messiah was a lot of political backstabbing and talking, which
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's Game of Thrones in space, but they never mentioned the Holy War or the jihad that they have, like. But it seems to be in the movie, or in the trailer, they're obviously going to show some of that, because it's pretty action packed, like, because in the book they really have just said, yeah, that's done. Like, they don't really get into that in the book. It's just like 12 years have passed, and now
I thought it was still going on. I thought, because it was like they were like expanding across the universe, kind of like a plague, like slowly taking over, and it was like unstoppable kind of thing at that point, like it was snowballing.
I didn't get
I
that
took
from
away
the
from
book. It's still going on, but, like, I mean, I didn't feel that in the book there's too much action in it, regarding the Holy War.
Oh, there's
if
not.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
it's kind of like happening in the universe. The book itself, direct narrative, doesn't focus on it, but it's kind of like going on still.
Mhm.
That's what I got from it anyway. But I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
crazy book.
This made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was funny. I just kind of was watching. I went, wee. So, is this maybe how they get down off those goddamn sandworms? We showed how they start, but they didn't actually show how they get off the bloody things. I don't know who this is. I saw one breakdown saying that this is a girl. Timothy Chalamet's pretty lean dude.
Yeah.
From this angle, maybe it is him. I don't know. What do you think? When you saw it first, did you think it was a guy or a girl?
I just assumed it was Paul.
Guy.
Atreides.
You think it's Paul?
Yeah, I assumed it's Paul.
Yeah.
I thought it was,
Yeah.
but looking at the hips, it could be a woman.
He's a small dude though, isn't he?
He is, and he wouldn't have
Yeah.
much hip, would he? But this
No.
one's got a bit of a hip.
Just the angle.
Channy just walking.
I
I'm
love
watching this-
Zendaya.
Gladiator, like that bit.
Yeah. There seems to be a theme. Again, I watched a bunch of breakdowns, as you can see from the things on the right here. There seems to be a theme. The blue theme is running through the title card and through it's like a lot of golds and a lot of blues. There's This is the signet ring. Geez, they do a lot of talking here, don't they?
There's a scene here where there's like this scene there that you're just showing. I think this one. I want this
one?
as a figure, like in this kind of armor, and you can see
Yeah.
on his face as well. I'm like, I
Absolutely.
want this on display. This, just this. Even if it's a tiny part of a scene in the film, I want that figure. I think that looks so good. So epic.
Yeah, I'm glad I got you. You got the Paul Atreides, don't you?
Yeah, I have as
I
well.
do, yeah.
And I think David, you have
Such
it, don't
a great
you?
figure.
Yeah,
Me.
I have it.
And Bob is on a quest,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm on a
Yeah.
quest if I find one at a sensible price. Yeah.
Me and David
Harrison, you have the
bonded
Orc
over.
toys, right?
That's how we came together over Paul Atreides, really, didn't we, David?
Worst purchase of my life.
We all know
Um,
you're lying.
This scene here with this, I think it's a gunship. Just absolutely, I just thought that even the sounds are amazing. Loved all this. These kind of, I think they're navigators. There's a word from them. Just all that. Just looks amazing.
This is why I was saying, Shane, that this is definitely an IMAX job.
Yeah,
This film.
100%, 100%. Like, I mean, I know that there's another movie coming out on the same day.
Mm.
Yeah, I might see 2 movies on that day, Dune and then Dune again. Like,
What would you
Doomsday is just like, it's just not going to get a look in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I will watch it, but apparently a lot of the cinemas have the IMAX booked out. That as in Dune gets, what's the word? I don't know if they could do this, but they're both coming out the same day. But apparently this is going to be in IMAX for the first like 3 weeks
insane.
before even Doomsday gets a chance at IMAX. I know it depends on the cinema, but I'm not sure how that works. But I've heard people reporting on it.
So it is Doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's actually a thing. It's a hashtag going around.
No
So
way.
this is people are saying it might be. I can't really.
It's Luke,
Like,
isn't it?
it could be one
The
character who comes back, or it could be. It's kind of, the book is bloody ancient, so I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But like, well, actually, no, he's in the trailer, isn't he? Do you know the character that comes back?
Doomsday
He's
or
in the
Dune?
trailer.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he
he's-
is. He's in
yeah,
the trailer.
yeah, sorry.
I've seen him, yeah.
You see Jason Momoa in the trailer, like, so people are saying
Yeah.
that this is
Kinda back.
his character, and other people I think it's more like that this is a navigator. There's something that like swims around in a tank. I think it's
Oh
called
yeah, they're
Edric or
weird,
something like
they
that.
are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe this might be it. I think they're used to navigate the spice powered
They
ships.
were human
that,
once,
Yeah.
weren't they? There were 2 brothers, and one brother became one of these kind of slush monsters that drive through, space, and then
Space,
the other one wanted to be one of those, but I'm not going to make any spoilers because I might say the wrong thing, and then it might.
Is that from the prequels or is that from Messiah? Because I nearly need to read Messiah again before I.
I think it's from Messiah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
Although
there's so many, and they're all like part written by his son as well. But the one I'm the Butlerian Jihad that this is the first one, or in sort of chronological. It's the first person ever rode a sandworm by accident. He was cast out of the tribe. It's really cool. It's really cool.
oh, so that's the prequels on
impressive.
Audible.
Yeah.
This is the coldest line ever. Rebecca Ferguson's she's class.
She's
Amazing, yeah.
This is stunning as well. This scene, I think it's
I hope we
Aliyah.
get Rebecca Ferguson. I hope we get
Yeah,
his
I'd
mom.
love to see INART tackle her. I just don't think it's going to happen. Apparently, they're going to do a
Chani at
Chani
least.
though,
Oh, thank
and
you.
possibly a Fade Rauta.
That's good as well.
I take a.
So we have Duncan Idaho
I
back.
forget that character's name.
Which one?
I take Robert Pattinson's character. I can't remember what the character's called. now.
Scytale. It's so Robert Pattinson's character. So here's Duncan Idaho back. Robert Pattinson's character is called Scytale, but sometimes it's pronounced Skytail. I think when I was reading it, I just stuck with Scytale. You know, sometimes you don't really know. You just have to go right from my own. I just need to pick a.
I think
But I've heard it pronounced Skytail or Scytale.
Some books
so he's
pronounce
like
it
a-
for you, don't they?
Pardon?
Some books they have the pronunciations at like the back of the
Yeah.
book, so you how
Yeah.
to pronounce it, so you're not guessing.
I must
Aaliyah,
have.
I'd
I
like to
must
see
have- I
Aaliyah
should
as
check.
well in figure form.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good because she's a big character. She's gonna be a big
Yeah,
character,
absolutely.
yes, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Is it in the book? I'm not sure which book, but how Duncan Idaho, like him from a kid as well. That's really interesting. That's not in Dune 1, is it? Like how
No.
you look back into like
No.
how he came. Yeah, it's so cool. Honestly, read the books or get the audible versions because it's bloody brilliant.
You get
I
that
gotta
in the
say,
time.
like-
I think they go through bits of it.
In the character of Chani, she's very much like on board with Paul, like as in like she's his concubine, and even when he marries Irulan in the book, she like he's in love with Chani, he's in love with his concubine, they have kids, whatever like that, but like she gets that like their marriage is just fake, like, and he's never like romantic with Irulan and doesn't they don't they're not romantic, they don't sleep together, they don't get a child or whatever like that, but she wants to have a child because then the Bene Gesserit can control the child and therefore control the lineage and get the power and stuff. But they went in a different direction towards the end of Dune 2 when she ran away. I think myself and Jim, we had an interaction on Instagram, we were meshing back and forth. I have a theory on how this is going to end, and I don't like my own theory, and I hope I'm wrong. Do you remember what I was saying, Jim?
Yeah, I thought about it more, and I think this is going to be where he takes his most like creative liberties with the narrative. So I'm leaning your way a little bit now. I was thinking about it, so yeah.
I like, as in, do you think my theory could be right?
I think so, because especially if you think about the way the
I
second one
really
ended.
hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I like the ending of Messiah is like, yeah, it's I'd imagine it'll be anticlimactic, but I think if my theory is right, I think that'll annoy a lot of people. I'm not sure. Yeah, but you're right. He's very good at picking and choosing what stays and what goes, and I would be of the mind frame. It is not a director's job to recreate page per page, panel per panel of the comic book or a book. They take in the story. They keep some of the lore and decide what will work and what won't. So I do trust Denny, to be fair. Any thoughts, folks?
Just really looking forward to it.
Forward to it, yeah.
It'll be my first Dune in the cinema as well, so that'll be better than a
exciting.
43-inch
Yeah,
TV.
same here.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. While we're on the trailers, do you want to just skip on to the brand new day one and just flick through that very briefly?
woohoo!
Okay.
I'm more excited for this. And Ezra's
Yeah?
in it as well. Check out the bit, if you see where there's a guy chatting up MJ, and it's Ezra, it's M&S family.
Yeah, it's the guy from the Ahsoka show, isn't it? Suit's nice. It's kind of a derivative of what he had at the end of the final swing suit. It's just not as shiny and there's raised webbing, and I think it's even more classic than that was because obviously, well, it's a bit shiny, isn't it?
Yeah, a little
Quite
bit
shiny
there.
there. It looks to be similar to my eye.
That's
Yeah.
such a good shot. I love that shot.
The thing is, I really like this shot too, David. But I heard people saying that like, oh well, there wouldn't be
that
that
too.
much space in in between. It's like,
I think we watched the live stream.
I don't care.
yeah, and neither do I. Like, as in like you could put isn't it like, isn't it all relative? You can have cameras now that are like fit on a bloody pinhead or whatever. Like, there's tiny cameras, so like it's all relative. Like, if there's a tiny little insect in his mask, that probably does look like a lot of space. You know what I mean? So it's I think it's a cool shot, and even the what's going on in his eye as well. Yeah. But it's kind of like Tony Stark's mask, wasn't there? That was kind of,
That would have been like that, yeah.
Oh, this is the next best part.
I'm just flicking through. I'm
Punisher.
skipping some bits, but
The Punisher. We didn't get one for Born Again. I need a new Punisher. I need a new one.
yeah,
Punisher.
it's going to
Joyce done
happen.
one.
Yeah.
They're the two obvious ones anyway. You're going to get at least one version of Spider-Man. You're going
Just
to get a
double my
Punisher.
chances, and I'm fine with that.
There's your friend.
There he is.
There he is.
I love
There's your friend.
him.
So there's the
It
new.
should look like this in the show because
As in clean shaven?
He looks better here.
He will. He
Yeah.
will be in season 2, won't he? Definitely, he'll be clean shaven.
Yeah, he's got.
So then he has some sort of a crisis, and he ends up producing his own webs instead of using the
spider.
organic webs they're called. In fairness,
I love this.
Tom Holland has packed on a good bit of muscle there. Like he was always in good shape, but he's just kind of filling out now.
I feel like they're going to go like halfway down the man spider route without
you
actually
think
going
so?
full man spider. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be an element to it, but obviously not the huge thing like we saw in the cartoon.
You think that would be too
Could it be like
ridiculous looking?
a dream nightmare he's having while he's, while he's going through these changes or something like that? Maybe, or do you reckon it'll actually be real?
Yeah, no. I think if you're going to see him fully like man spider, it'll be as a dream. I think they might go close to that, but I feel like they wouldn't do that for the.
Really
actual
cool if he had the
film.
because in the cartoon he had the 6 arms first, didn't he? But he still looks human, and then he went full man spider. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
Which cartoon are you talking about? The one that goes on
It's the one
Disney
in the
Plus?
90s.
Oh, the one in the 90s, sorry.
Fox Kids ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I presume like you've heard the rumors of who this is apparently supposed to be.
I have not.
No? Will
No,
I
I've
not
heard
say
the
it, or
actress and potential
Who's-
characters she could be. There's a few options.
there's nothing confirmed though. Like the actress is supposed to be Sadie Sink,
Yeah.
but
Sadie.
she's the one from Stranger Things, Max.
Mm.
And like
Right.
people are speculating that it's
Oh, isn't
there's
it?
Jean Grey.
Oh, Jean Grey. Okay.
But again, nothing confirmed. I don't know.
So I thought based on the setup of what she had in front of her, there was that one in Spider-Man 2, the game. I can't remember who it was though. So making him go on like tasks and stuff,
Right.
like an influencer video game type thing. I can't remember now what she was called.
It could be a new character or a video game character.
I'm looking forward to it. I think this is what a lot of people who didn't like. I do like Tom Holland, and I do like his portrayal as Spider-Man, and I liked the way they just grabbed him and threw him into Civil War, whereas a lot of people didn't like that, and I get that. I just kind of liked we didn't see Uncle Ben die again for the third time, and I liked the way they flipped the script and what they did. But now, like this, I feel like this is what a lot of like hardcore Spider-Man fans actually want to see. They want to see a Spider-Man movie where he doesn't have any of the Stark tech, and it's just kind of like in New York. So I do hope that it's good, and I do hope that everyone. Well, you can't please everyone, but I hope it's good. I think if it's good, they'll please the Spider-Man fans, and then the already ready-made Tom Holland fans.
I saw as well, Shane. If you go back to that shot where he's like going towards the ninjas, someone did like a dive on that.
This one here.
Scene where they zoomed into like the fog and stuff, and there was like artifacting. So they think they've done what they did for the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
Or where they've edited people out, and I think a lot of people were saying
Yeah.
like Daredevil was probably going to be there or something.
Yeah,
He would make
it's a
the most
different
sense.
color palette, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's originally like I was like, is it just me, or do you know those scenes when he's at the start and he's like upside down, and he's just like looking at MJ on the phone and he's depressed or whatever, and then when he stands up, like, and I was like, he's so vibrant, the background just looks so obviously green screen. But I actually think the more I've watched the trailer, I think that's just more of the color palette and color grading they've chosen to make it look more comic booky. I think I've appreciated the color grading more the more I've watched it, like, so you reckon there's other people under him, say, facing on the way to the right?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. I don't know who it was now, but he zoomed right into this scene, and you can see the artifacting where he thinks people have been edited out, which it sort of made sense.
Yeah, I
Cool,
gotcha. Any other thoughts before we move on?
I'm more
All right.
excited for this than Dune.
Yeah, oh man, I'm Dune all the way.
I'm more excited for both of those than Doomsday. I couldn't care less about Doomsday.
Yeah, I think
Agree with
Brand New
David on
Day is
that.
going to be a much better movie than Doomsday.
Yeah, agreed.
It seems more
True.
focused, no pun intended. I might just have a look at the chat because we got 61 comments. We got 28 people watching live. Thank you very much whether you're watching live or in the replay. Just flick through people. We've got Mandy, we got Tiny Art Guy, we got David here as well. We've got Thalia Meyer, we got Vita as well. Hi Vita. We've got the Caffeinated Comic Fan. We have got Jeremy Stoots. We got Blake Mabane. We have got Gio is here as well. Who else do we have? We have got, just to make sure I don't forget it, Humble Collector UK, Mike Fiala with his exclamation marks. It's his kind of trademark. We got the Tampa Tomahawk. What a name. What a name. Jeremy Stutz, flying the flag for the Dark Knight. Yeah, well, I was waiting to see if they said it, and they did not. They didn't disappoint, you know. We got Mike L. The only problem with Dune is that it doesn't hit me emotionally. Great films, but I'm very cold on the characters. I feel nothing for any minute holds back. Man, I gotta disagree. When he's in the kind of temple and he's not supposed to speak unless he kills Stilgar and takes his place, and he just gives that speech and he's telling people like, your grandmother died it's X amount 7 moons ago or something like that, and he can see, he's got the sight and he knows these people, and it just elevates and it leads with, I will bring you to paradise. That just hits me. We got Akira is here as well. The Naked Gun trilogy, yeah. There was 3 of those movies with Leslie Nielsen. Was there 3? Bob?
Yeah. 33 was the third one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, of course. Akira is saying Dune 1 was a bit of a yawn fest. Rewatched it the second time and it was better, but the second film is close to a masterpiece. Can't wait to see how the trilogy pans out. I gotta say, I get why you'd say that. I get what you said, but I just find I get more and more from the first Dune movie the more I watch it. And someone once told me like about music, they were like, good art can grow on you, and I was like, what does that mean? And then he showed me a few weird bands that I really didn't like at the start. The more I listened to them, they just won me over, and now they're some of my favorite bands. Like, so it's yeah. Mandy's background is lit and must be friends with some sexy artist with a hot bod. I wonder who that is. You're getting compliments left, right, and center here, Bob. We got Tijuana Mike here. David, you're being outed here. David also hasn't started reading The Hobbit. Who's outing you now?
That's my other half.
That's your other half. That's a real relationship, and you're outing the other person like that.
It's been sitting there for a while. I've looked at it a few times, like the cover.
Happy belated. Was it your birthday, Bob?
Oh, thanks, Philly. On Saturday. Yeah.
I did not realize. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Congratulations. 21 again.
Yeah. 55, unfortunately.
55. Oh, good stuff.
Well,
Congratulations.
Did you get another telescope for your birthday, Bob?
No. Unfortunately not.
Oh.
We've got 1 second. We got Brandon Salad. I haven't seen Brandon Salad in ages. How are you doing? This guy is a very, very talented photographer.
Incredible.
And we have this guy as well. Okay. There we go. I think we're up to date. Okay. Sure, Harrison, you're top there. Like, what do you? We've discussed Dune. We've discussed the trailer for Spider-Man and Dune. What you want to talk about?
Grogu. Seems he's new.
1 second.
Is he new?
Yeah, wow.
Harrison, I'm
New
guessing your
parts.
kids are interested in this.
You be
I've not
kind to
shown them.
Grogu, David.
You haven't shown them. I love that.
I'll start off by just saying that this is the third Grogu we have from Hot Toys, 1-to-1. It is the 4th overall because Sideshow has one. David showed, I think, if I understand correctly, that Sideshow have kind of retaliated here and released an
accessory set for their one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we know what prompted that. And this Grogu comes in at €255. Not crazy for a 1-to-1, but look, I'm really thirsty, so I'm going to get a drink of water, and I have absolutely no interest in this, so I'm just going to let you talk about that. I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay? Right, see you in a few minutes.
Wow. I'm the captain now.
I'm Spartacus.
Harrison's on top.
Yep.
You just
I'm
completely
on top.
derailed it.
Harrison's the daddy.
He's the top of the totem pole, and that too.
I think it looks good.
For now.
I don't own a 1-to-1 Grogu, but it looks good. The eyes look nice on this one. I like the fact that he's got the mud horn.
Yeah.
He's also.
haven't they?
What are those little cakey cookies called that Martha loves?
Oh, they're like the macarons.
The macaroons.
That's it. It looks like he's got one of those, doesn't he? He's a
Yeah,
big fan.
like a macaron. Yeah.
Yeah, nice blue one of them. Yeah.
He sits down as well, doesn't he? This time.
He does. Yeah. I mean, I'd quite like one, but I don't think I'll get him.
No, I tend to find anything for me now, like because I'm so heavily invested in the 1/6 scale. Like anything I get outside of that, I'm just like, why have I bought this? It's just, especially with the Grogu, it feels like it's going to be amazing, and then you get it, and it's just like a cuddly toy underneath that little robe, and then just a big rubber head, and it's just. And this way, it's just
for a toy, really, and it does feel more like a toy, doesn't it?
Everything else, it's just like, yeah, it's classic Hot Toys, but it's just an accessory pack, effectively, right? Because it's exactly the same as the Grogu that came in the bag.
It looks better though, doesn't it? This one, it just does.
Identical.
Does it not? This one not look a bit more weathered? It looks like he's seen a bit more life.
He's a teenager now.
Does the one in the bag have jointed ears still, or not? Have they got rid of that?
No, I think they got rid of the seamless.
Yeah.
You
They're
got a few
definitely going
accessories.
into the bigger scales figures more, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
There've been a lot of them recently.
Yeah, they seem to be loving
You got
it.
Stitch, and there's something
Davey
else.
got
Wasn't
Stitch. Did you get Stitch? Or did
was
you
it
not?
Chopper?
I got it on pre-order, but I'm not paying the invoice. They ruined it right at the end. So.
Oh, I think he looks lovely.
No, they changed the hands
They
from
do.
like fluffy like the body to like flocked, and it looks awful.
Oh.
If you ever look at the original Hot Toys one, the prototype for that, I actually thought was quite good. But then when it turned out,
The Stitch, man.
it just looked like, no, I mean the well, probably the kind of the same effect as the Stitch. Like the first Grogu, this is the third one Hot Toys have done 1-to-1 scale. The first one they did, I
With the
thought the
movable man.
prototype was quite good. Yeah, I think that was one. Yeah, I thought the first one, the prototype was quite good, but then when it came out, it just looked cartoony and not like a. You know, I want it like kind of look like it did in the movie, and I don't think it
Sideshow one.
does. You know,
Sideshow
and the
looks
sideshow
good,
one
I
then
think, didn't it?
was kind of but it kind of was always looked up, wasn't it? It was always like, was it the?
It's a statue.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
basically a
it's a
statue, from
statue.
what I understand. But I kind of like Dave. If it's out of scale, I kind of like one of the coolest things about 6 scale is that they all look proportionally bigger or smaller to each other, or they should. Apart from the Jungle Hunter, apparently, but yeah. So I don't have any interest in this really.
The Hot Toys originally, I agree with you, Shane. They went a bit too. They leaned more to the cutesy side of Grogu, but then I think Sideshow went the complete opposite direction, and that
The
thing
old
is
man look.
ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly. So yeah, I think they've still. I think they've struck a bit of a better balance with the subsequent two that they've released, but I think that sentiment still stands true on this one.
I have
Plus,
a
like,
question.
if this movie
they-
is brutal, it's just going to be like a reminder of how brutal it is.
That's true.
It's going to
Why'd
be
you do the show,
great.
though?
Do you think so?
The movie.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. The trailers look good. I loved every season, 1, 2, and 3. Totally different. But I love the show. So the movie's just going to be like the show, isn't it?
I love the first two, and I kind of wish it stopped there. I really wasn't a fan of the third one. But look, this is why we bring people here, differing opinions.
It featured more Katie Sackhoff. It couldn't have been bad. You know,
I don't think
more.
I don't think I've ever seen you on a stream without you mention Katie Sackhoff once.
She's
like,
just,
you know,
she's just wonderful. Just wonderful. You know, I've got a picture by my pillow. Good night, Katie. Good night, Maddie. Ah. Yep.
So what we're getting is you're a big fan then.
Yeah.
I didn't expect anyone to be getting this. Is that a resounding no?
No.
Definitely not.
99% no.
It's kind of an obvious
I
thing
do have
that
a
it's
question.
like, yeah.
What do we think of the Beskar circle on Grogu's belly? I just think it looks
a bit odd.
odd.
No.
Like I know,
Yeah,
it just looks
it would-
oddly like. I know that's what it is like in the show and the film, but I still think it's just very odd.
it looks
To,
like
to quote Lloyd
Beskar,
Christmas,
and-
what if he shot you in the face?
yeah. It looks like a crumpled cake tin. That's what it looks like. Like Beskar would be hammered out to perfection, right? Like I don't really understand why it looks like this.
The armor wouldn't be happy with that finish, would she?
Oh.
They could have done like a little helmet or something. It would have made more sense.
Yeah, like as in they could just shoot him in the face.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find it looks a bit like it's just sort of stuck on.
Like Velcroed on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these were kind of obvious. I was surprised to kind of see them come out so far before the movie, though. I thought maybe around May or whatever. Like, but just look. No, not for me. Will we just go on and talk about the Anzellan, seeing as it's kind of in the 1-to-1?
Yeah,
let's get it out of the way.
My thoughts on this are, you know what? Even if the movie is the greatest thing since sliced bread, if it surpasses all of the Dune movies and surpasses the forthcoming Dune 3, I still will not buy this. There are my thoughts on it. Just not for me. The price on this, I'll give you a price in euro, but it is €215. So okay, a lot cheaper. So it's a lot smaller as well. So, and I know that there's diehard fans out there who want an Anzellan. But yeah, like I'll flick through these photos. What do you think of it, folks?
Is there two different ones, or have I just seen one with different accessories on?
I think there's two different ones. Yeah.
Because there's one with like braces and no moustache.
Yeah.
He's got a more oriental beard.
They've got two different.
Can't say that, Bob.
They've got two. Is that cancelled now? Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know the one on the right reminds? I know what he's saying though. It reminds me of Pai Mei from Kill Bill.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
got the Fu Manchu thing going on.
Yeah.
The guy at the
they've got
beginning of
different visors or whatever they are as well.
And the one on the left there's Amish, isn't he? Without moustache, it is a fine barn English.
His braces cover up the joints as well, don't they? Which helps.
Yeah.
True.
But
Yeah.
Do the elbows move, or are they just straight armed? Because these look like the toys you can buy for like 40 quid. Like the ones like they did one.
Imagine they'd probably be vinyl, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think likely. Mandy has hit the nail on the head there. Like even if these were perfect, as in like 1-to-1. What you see on screen, prop replicas, which they're not. But even if they were, I still wouldn't get them. But I think that's what we expect from Hot Toys on 1-to-1 scale, and it's not.
Yeah. I am just flicking through the pictures on Facebook, and there is not one picture where their arms are posed any differently to this. It is literally, I think it's just
fixed them.
Fixed. Yeah, I think they're fixed.
Can anyone else see ET here? Like if you just remove all the visors and like the hair, and it just give him a skinny long neck, it could be ET.
There he is.
Yeah.
The same kind of proportions. Look.
Yeah, just stretch out his legs or his neck.
I kind of feel the more I look at the picture of this one, the more it falls apart. Like the rag or whatever it is on his head is sculpted. All of the fabric is sculpted. Like the leather down here is sculpted. Everything's sculpted. It just feels it could have been mixed media. This is a bit of a mess.
Like a prop replica, shouldn't it?
And it doesn't help that these guys originated in the sequels.
True.
Yeah, not for me.
It does light up.
They look like
it does light up.
Is it LED or is it battery powered though? Can you imagine it's battery powered?
Yeah, it'll be battery.
It could be.
More than likely is. Be quite appropriate.
AAA batteries.
We got one person said they never picked up previous Grogus, but I might pick this one up. It looks great. So we got one person who's interested in the Grogu. I mean, I don't need this personally, but I think it's hilarious that it comes with the blue cookie. Yeah, after the macaroons or whatever they're called. Got to be the best one yet. Are the Cubic 6 display cases legit? Supposedly module case alternatives, but I don't want to order and get scammed. You won't get scammed if you order from module case. It just takes so long. Like you'll get your order, but they just take so long. Are you talking about which ones are you talking about? Are you talking about the ones behind me and David, or are you talking about the one behind Harrison, or the 6 cubic?
It sounds like it's an Cubic 6. Yeah, they look like. No, I'm just looking at the website now. They look similar to Moducase. But then
You know, you can get Moducases cases in
Oh, it's
the
cubic-
UK. You know, you
it's
can.
a brand name, yeah.
There's a company
Display
called
Box,
Display Box. Yeah, that's
Ah.
that's who I got my Moducase mono
Yeah.
from.
They're very good
And-
as well, very quick.
655. Yeah, and their customer service is brilliant.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, ultimately, I'm looking at these cases and they're literally Moducases under a different name. Just get Moducase at that point. And they're the
This
same
is a
price.
very valid point. Whenever a
Yeah.
figure comes out this far, the movie's pants or the
I was
the,
sort of saving that for
inaccurate.
the Mandalorian conversation, but yeah, that's what I was thinking about earlier.
Yeah. Look, we may as well have a look at the Mandalorian. We're here now.
Woo!
I do you know the way the argument for I'll just give you the price on this one really quick. Do you know the argument for is you always have to get the 2.0? Like for me, this one personally is an example of no, I don't. Because I have the previous version, which is the Beskar one, but you know, the kind of the chromed one.
Oh,
Yeah, with all the different pieces and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And
it's
this
quite
one is
thick,
from a
though.
movie that I have not seen yet. And I don't know if it's going to be good. And whereas the one behind me, that comes with all the, you know, the broken handle from the speeder that he was on from, I think it's the first or second episode. I think it's the second episode of season 2, where he gets robbed. Well, they try to rob him. They pull that, you know, the cord across the...
Yeah.
across
Yeah,
and they attack him, and then he takes a bunch of them out. It's a really good scene. And he's got like, it comes with like the packages that he had, the crate
meat.
dragon meat and all the stuff.
Yeah,
and I love it, everything with the kit, the kitchen sink. He's got a Boba Fett's armor, and it's just have a pose like that because you're using all the accessories, and I love it.
Jam-packed in it. That
Yeah,
one.
and like
Same thing where the little alien takes the jetpack and he activates it and he just flies
Yeah.
and crashes down. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
brilliant. I love that thing.
that just cracks me up as well because
Yeah,
it's a bit of humor. It's a bit it was dark enough humor for Disney, but I kind of liked it. But yeah, I think the head sculpt is superior. There's no question, but it's the Mandalorian. Like I really don't want him posed with Pedro Pascal looking back at me. I just want him as the Mandalorian because I think the helmet's really, really cool. So I won't be upgrading to this, even if the movie is like showstopper. I personally won't be. But what do you think, folks? I flicked through some of these photos. Let me know where you want to go. It's 300 and what's it? How many dollars there? This is $375 for the deluxe and $330 for the regular. And if you look on screen, you can see the difference between the deluxe and the regular. It's pretty much just
So you're paying
pram?
$40 more for Grogu in the pram.
yeah. You have an extra
Wow.
Grogu
Much.
because the regular
Get free
does come with a
Grogus.
Grogu.
Yeah,
Huh?
you get
Yeah, you
something
get
else
free.
With one,
well, don't you?
and the deluxe comes with
That's
three.
good because I think not everyone has a million Grogus already.
I have a million Grogus.
Yeah. I must have about 5 of them already. Luke, Ahsoka, both
Yeah.
Mandalorians.
Yeah.
And I actually like
these is
Grogu.
magnetic.
I know there's a lot of Grogu hate out there. I do like Grogu. I think they shouldn't have given him back after season 2.
Yeah.
It was
He is-
heartbreaking. It
It's
impact.
on this, don't they? They look even bigger. I can't wait for this.
His
figure. I'm
ears.
breaking my own rule. It's like no more pre-orders. Right, I'm going to pre-order this because I love the brown suit.
You're
as well.
you're keen on this one.
Yep, the deluxe as well. It's like it's a no-brainer for me. I
And
just
have
love
you
it.
got other versions of the Mandalorian already in
I've
your
got what
collection?
you've got, and I've got the Durasteel.
I like the
but,
Durasteel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah, I just love a Mandalorian. I'm a sucker for a Mandalorian. I really.
You know,
am.
one thing though I do like about this, I'm nearly sure that when Justin was, or several people, I think when Justin was reviewing the one that we have, Mandy, he was saying that the flight suit is actually the wrong color and that it's supposed to be brown, and this one
Yeah.
is brown.
Because it was the color grading, wasn't it? Like when they made the toy ones were blue, and the suit was never blue. But it's a really nice brown as well. So this is definite. And look, you get magnetic Grogu. Come on, and plus you get cool guns.
Seller.
cool guns. Yeah.
I think
And
I
that
have to
head
say
sculpt.
the chrome effect does look better here, and it looks cleaner. Whereas I know one of the things was the one that we have, even though it's chromed, there was weathering on it, which was a lot of people removed because it was kind of unnecessary because it
They
really
said
didn't
Best
look
Guard
like that.
couldn't get tarnished, didn't they? So, but yeah, that head sculpt's so good. I mean, I thought the one we've got is a great head sculpt, but movable eyes, and that just looks.
He's got the
brilliant.
sad face. He's got that kind
Yeah.
of you know, Grogu's going away with Luke. Yeah, he does. And this is probably the first one, Pedro Pascal, Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, where it has separate rolling eyeballs. Yeah.
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 I think it's the only one, right?
Yeah. And look at the hair. Again, Hot Toys can sculpt hair like
Yeah, they can. You're right.
so.
Yeah, really, really.
Even
good.
the mustache looks very good here.
good.
It looks
They
better
need to give
than the
like
original.
Obi-Wan figures that mustache treatment. I know they're not the same mustache. But sometimes he's a bit bee-stung looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't they get some faces right? It's weird, isn't it? I don't think they've. I mean, I like all the Obi-Wan sculpts, but they haven't really captured Ewan McGregor. I
No.
don't think so.
No.
You know, we know it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you know where that is Pedro Pascal. It's bang on, just brilliant.
So obviously they've teased some sort of a snow trooper here or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's like, I don't know. The movie would have to be pretty damn good for me to consider this, but I just don't think I will. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's the best Pedro Pascal Mandalorian head sculpt we've got, and I think it's the best the armor has looked in 6 scale. I just think it's one of those situations where, like, you know what, I'm happy with what I have, and it's from season 2, and I really, really liked season 2, so I think I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm good on that one.
I think it's a new body on this one, because I noticed the clothing seems to, whether it's just different cloth, but the clothing seems a lot more maneuverable.
I wonder, is it
I know a lot of
slightly
people took
skinnier?
the fat suit out the last. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
He looks pretty buff there, though.
Let's jump.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
it looks like
Say-
something's in there.
And
like
the
the
gaps
brown
between
star.
the armor seems
the
bigger.
fat suit, didn't they, on the original ones? Because
Yeah, a lot of people removed
they
it.
moved around a bit.
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah. They had
It was
in
a
fairness,
pleasing thing to wake up to this morning, though. This was. It was like, hey.
I mean,
I
after
really
a
like
drought,
this
yeah.
pose. I really like this pose. Just so simple. Yeah, a lot of presents. I think that's deadly.
It does look very good.
The
little
knife as
sword.
well.
Cool as
Yeah.
well.
New sword.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's like I felt like, you know, that's Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. The size of the
yeah,
knife.
yeah.
It's another crappy base, isn't it, for those that use bases?
Mm.
What's the base
Is,
like?
is it the sand one again? I hope not.
It's great.
Oh, it's the sand
Oh,
one.
it's more or
Great.
less, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it grand?
It's got the
Grey sand.
Yeah.
Has it
Yeah.
got the
Not
footprint in it? That's the question.
Is there
right?
actually footprints in it?
Oh, I
I-
hope we
Got
do.
the,
Come
I
on.
think so.
No, it
the
doesn't
black
look
hole
like
at the back as well.
Oh, I'm not getting
You
him
know,
then.
the black plastic thingy.
And they just get a custom base. You'll be fine.
No,
Yeah.
if there's no footprints, I'm not ordering him.
I like
There's
that
no
they've
footprints.
included a see-through acrylic stand for the hover pram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they did it. You know, they did it for the Durasteel one. If you got the pram with that, did the pram come with that?
I don't think it did, but
No,
I
it
bought
didn't,
that off
yeah.
my friend. So I've
You're
got
right.
that one with the clear, and it slots onto the side of the base, though. the
It
bottom of
does,
that.
but then if you don't use the base, it's too high, and you've got this random rock. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember the Durasteel didn't come with the pram. Then the first Beskar that wasn't shiny chrome came with the pram, but it was the pram from season 1. And if you wanted the screen accurate season 2 pram, you needed to get the Grogu accessory kit. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it
Cheeky
was.
buggers.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I
They'll
do
do
look. I do think it does look good, but just not good enough for me to get it. David,
I
you're
think
in
I'm
this,
quite
aren't you?
sold on this.
No.
I'm undecided at the moment because I feel like, and it's something, I can't remember who said it now in the chat, but shout out to them. Whenever something is released before the film, you tend to get your fingers burnt with Hot Toys. And I was saying this in the chat earlier, and it's like, I just feel like I'm going to go in on this one and I'm going to get my fingers burnt because they're going to release another one when the film actually drops. I don't know. I could be crazy, but it's very much like Hot Toys to do a double dip or something like that, right? But he does look fantastic. Someone made a really good comment as to why we're seeing the head sculpt again, unless he removes his helmet in the film, which is a bit of a spoiler.
Which is, but you know what? It's a no-brainer. He's definitely going to. He has the bloody thing off. More
It
than
looks
it was
like
on.
it's forced on him, though. He doesn't look very happy, does he? He's not like that. Ha ha.
No. He's never happy. He's never happy.
Well,
He's always worrying
what?
about his green son.
I think I probably will pre-order this one. I think him, because I've got IG-12 and the original Chrome Mando at the moment, which I was already going to sell anyway. I'd like to point out for anyone who says anything. So I think I'm going to get this one. I think him with Grogu on his shoulder is probably the look that I want to go for. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
think so.
Big pirate in it. It's like he's
Yeah.
calling the parrot. I be Mandalorian. I be.
What's the
That's
deal
what
with
I'm
the
thinking
pirates
about.
thing?
Because you know,
Like a
pirates
West
have a
Country
parrot on
farmer.
their shoulder.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
He's got a Grogu on his shoulder. So
No,
he's
because
just,
I caught some of your stream on the replay, and I think you were doing pirate impressions to David. Was that Captain Jack Sparrow or something you were
No.
speaking
oh,
about?
we must have been talking about Barbosa.
David was absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
David was. Look at his happy little face. He chubby his little cheeks.
Ryan, hi Ryan, is saying that he removes his helmet in the trailer.
Oh yeah, that's
Is
true.
that right?
That.
I can't remember
Yeah.
that trailer.
What's upon him though in the trailer? He doesn't look like he's just taking it off himself. I'm sure.
Yeah, and Shiny is right. The inside out suit, the black and gold suit, turned out just to be an inside out suit. Yeah. Okay, so David's probably in this. Mandy is. Jim, did you say you were in this?
Yeah, I think I'm in on this, but because of David's comments before about like, you know, not being surprised if Hot Toys did a diecast one, I don't think I'll PO this. So I think I'm definitely gonna get it because I sold my last one, and I've wanted one ever since. And this head sculpt's such a big improvement. I feel like I can't skip out on it. So this feels like the obvious one for me. But
1/6
yeah, I think you
Jay
can wait and
said
see.
he's
This
going
won't
to be
sell out.
doing a metal armor set. I
I
think.
saw that. But I
Yeah.
think David might be right.
Pricey.
You'll get something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it earlier as well. I think this is a character like the Witch King. I was happy to top down the money for Jay's set, but this isn't a character I love enough to pay more on top to improve it.
And you're probably right. In a long enough timeline, they'll do one with diecast parts, like the armored Batman, and that'll be the one.
This is my hesitation though, Shane, is that if I pre-order this one, or worst case scenario, I get hold of this one, and then they announce a diecast, that is the sort of announcement that would destroy the value of this one entirely.
Yeah, 100%. You're going to see a lot of the ones from season 2 out there now. But yeah, it's you know, it's just, yeah, I know, like, you know, Mandy's really looking forward to the movie, but I'm really not, and I'm just like, I'll go see it. I just don't know if they're going to recapture the magic that I experienced in season 1 and 2. And for me, I think I'm happy enough with the representation I have there. Now maybe I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I want it to be.
It'll be
Really,
a
really
different
good.
kind of magic, Shane.
I
You
think
know, because one can't be
hopefully-
replicated in 2, 2 can't be replicated in 3, and the movie's something different again. So you just got to find the magic, embrace the magic.
hopefully you're wrong, Shane,
Make
but
it a
I'd say
bit darker.
50-50.
Yeah. Like I don't have to find the magic when I watch the Dune trailer. Like, you know, I'm just blown
Yeah.
away by it. Like, you know, it just is. Like, it just either hits me or it doesn't, you know. Yeah, the magnetic Grogu, it's a good call. So what about Harrison and Bob? What do you
I'm very
think?
much like you, Shane. I've got the other one, and I would not have him without the helmet on. So I just don't need to upgrade. I think the one I've got and one you've got is still really good. I just don't see the need to buy this one. If you've already got one and you'd only need one, I wouldn't say this is a necessity. Really?
Yeah.
I want to see the film though. I do want to see the film.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
so we'll see
again
it.
like you. I'm not super excited for it. None of the trailers have got me excited. So I'm interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah. I think what was I saying? Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Really quickly, just gonna go through a few basics. If you're just joining us, folks, there's 40 people watching live, and hope if anyone's watching the replay, much appreciated. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Consider becoming a channel member. I don't have the link in the chat, but I'll put it in later on. We're at 5,633 subs. We're looking to get to that 6K mark. So it is greatly appreciated. Maybe follow me on Instagram at 16figurefocus if you want to stay up to date when we put out like different reviews, pre-order previews, live stream, that kind of stuff. I just post them in the story to just give people a heads up if that's happening or not. Shout out to the channel members. It is greatly appreciated. We got a troopers tier and a commanders tier. So I think I made a mistake here. Oh no. Is this old? Something's up here. Why is that working like that? Yeah, sorry. I think there's supposed to be another person in front there. There's supposed to be. Oh, sorry. I want to just check that because no, sorry, I didn't make a mistake. He's a commander because I added him to the other thing. Yeah, he's grand. He's grand. So the troopers tier is TJ Mike or Tijuana Mike. Figurecraft, Keith Lee, Collects of the Universe, 1/6 Mike, Viking, Collectibles, Yomo, Shiny, The Ben Thomas Show, Dogito, Her Geeky Side, 1/6 Shooter, Figurine Fandoms, Howard Potts, Ancient Silverfox, Brian Wong, Jim Collector, Lancelot Nerd Corner, Mike L, and Ryan Smith. Thank you very much. Also, just a massive reminder that Shiny is he's a special one. He's a special one. The commanders then have their YouTube taglines or I can't even speak today. Their YouTube names, that's what I was looking for. Names! God, get it together. Displayed at the end of the content. Rest in peace, Mark Mitchell. New videos, it's actually a blatant lie. These are evergreen videos. So there's the movie icons display, which has since changed. My face says it all. Don't bother watching the video. And this, you can watch this one. This is a bloody good figure. Okay, so we're back. Mandy, where do you want to go from there?
Shall we do Snap?
Okay, why not? That's the one I can tell Harrison wanted you to pick Snap. Okay, so keeping with the theme of trilogies, which trilogy would you snap? You are never allowed to watch them again, ever.
It's an easy one. That one is. Get rid of Matrix. Keep Back to the Future.
I'll come back to Jim. Bob.
Yeah, this is really tough for me, but I would get rid of the Matrix and keep Back to the Future.
Ooh, 2 for 2. Harrison.
Yeah, same. Keep the Back to the Future, get rid of Matrix.
David.
Get rid of Back to the Future, keep Matrix.
You just do it to be controversial, you do, you younger.
Honestly, I'm a massive fan of Back to the Future. It's a bit corny for my liking.
And Jim.
I would snap Back to the Future and keep the Matrix.
Okay,
no,
so he's not alone.
No.
So
No, you
I think
cannot.
Back to the Future is probably a better trilogy. However, I would snap Back to the Future for the first Matrix movie alone. I think it's superior to any of the Back to the Future movies. Personally, I do like the second Reloaded, but it's definitely that's like the perfect example of a trilogy just goes downhill. I think, unfortunately, just the first one's so good, and then the quality level dips. Whereas Back to the Future, I think the first two are good. You know what? I think the third one gets a raw deal. I still enjoy the third one.
I like the third one.
Like I enjoy
so do I.
all those movies. Yeah, I think they're great
It
movies.
was good fun.
Okay, another one. Set off to you, Harrison.
That's easy for me. I'm keeping Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Very
keeping
easy
in
one.
there and snapping the Dark Knight trilogy. The
I didn't see
hell?
that
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that
Same.
coming. I didn't see that coming. Ah, Mandy, 2 for 2. Jim,
This is
is
difficult.
he frozen? We
No,
come back to you,
I'm here.
It's just
Yeah, come back to me.
Bob.
I absolutely love Raiders, but I'm not a big fan of the other two, and I would definitely snap Indiana Jones.
And David?
Snap Indiana Jones, easy.
Yeah, it's an obvious one for me. I don't even have to say it. You know what I'm going to snap. Jim?
Yeah, I'm gonna the Batman voice grates on me. I'm gonna snap Batman and keep Indiana Jones.
You've
I mean, that's
redeemed
definitely up there
yourself,
with one of the
yeah.
perfect trilogies.
Just for the
They're all
voice,
so
you're
good.
snapping. Man, they're good movies, but there's no way I'm going to snap. No way I'm going to not snap.
I think I've
Indiana
watched
Jones
them more as well. I've watched Indiana Jones more than Batman, and they're more rewatchable, I find.
Oh, that's impossible.
Oh, this is
No, it's not.
Harrison?
This isn't as hard as I thought it would be. I would 100% keep Lord of the Rings and snap Star Wars.
Mandy?
Love the Lord of the Rings.
You know that both of these are close to my heart, but I'd have to snap Lord of the Rings and go with Star Wars because nostalgia and everything for me is just bigger with Star Wars in the movies, not the books.
Jim?
I'm snapping Lord of the Rings, keeping Star Wars for sure.
Bob?
Yeah, I'm snapping Lord of the Rings and keeping Star Wars.
I know what David's going to do.
Oh,
David?
I'll give you the right answer, Shane. I'm snapping Star Wars and keeping Lord of the Rings.
I think Lord of the Rings might actually be an objectively better trilogy than the original trilogy. But I think the original
Probably,
trilogy
yeah.
means more to me. So the nostalgia got me there. Empire can go toe to toe in any of those movies, I think. But yeah, look, it's and then there's that factor. Do you even factor it in that these movies were made in 1977, 80, and 83 respectively, and then Lord of the Rings were made in what the noughties, the early noughties. I mean, if you don't factor that in, yeah, effects wise, it's not really. Is it? It's definitely not a fair comparison. Then
Interesting titles on the posters on the left, isn't there?
Oh, what
Oh,
the
Rebel
artwork of it?
Rebels Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Rebel Strike again.
The Rebel Strike again.
I just literally went.
I snapped them. I've never heard of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally just went original trilogy, and then that's what came up, and just cut and pasted in.
It's been doing some bootlegging.
Pirate films, then I think.
Yeah, that's what they are. And we're going to watch one of those private films now. No.
Oh, God.
What do we have?
Red Light District.
Yeah, this is a film called Lord of the Ring. Okay, so I'm gonna steady on, Shane. Okay, what we've left is there's something there in the bottom left, and then there's the face off on the top right, and then new. So, Jim, what do you think?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. what did we say?
Probably got new. Bottom
Just
left,
leaving you
or
hanging,
face off.
Jim.
I'll go new. We'll go new. There we go.
Anyone get anything new this
End the
week?
torture. No.
I did not.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
No.
I got a new old. I bought a Yoda loose, a Hot Toys Yoda loose, but it came broken.
Oh,
Came
no.
broken with the leg off. But I managed to cut all the stuff, open it all up, fix it, and I had a plan. And I'm pending half refund from PayPal for the broken figure, so that's good.
All right, so you fixed it and you're getting half refund.
Yeah, because I didn't
That's
know
a win.
we had to agree on the part refund, and I said, well, if I can't fix it, I'm gonna have to try and source a body, or I'm gonna have to sort of Frankenstein it with a bit of wire, and so it was a gamble without cutting it, and I didn't want to cut it in case he wanted it back. So, but we've agreed on that. So yeah, managed to fix it. All good.
Yep. Okay. So anyone else get anything new?
I did. I'm going to show you because Harrison loves looking at it, and it's this little guy.
They're teasing me, aren't they?
Yeah.
Although,
Is that-
what would
Yeah.
Bajé.
Beards.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Bahe, whatever it is.
New
There he is.
Bahe.
He's a pain to stand up though. His feet are tiny, so that's always interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's an
very
INART
cool,
figure,
isn't it?
yeah?
Yeah, that's INART. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
he's great.
Do you know, see behind you, David, see your, on the top on the right, the Joker sitting down, and see the light, it looks vertical.
The
Are
Joker.
they- yeah.
This one. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I had the light above him. It just like
Yeah.
his face was black, like you couldn't
Yeah.
see anything. So I put that vertically instead. Yeah.
I see. Clever. That's so it kind of just adds a nice, better, just a
Yeah.
better light. I gotcha. That's a good idea. So did you just take it off and stick it onto the side then?
Yeah, they're the Luke lights. So I just have to wire it a little bit differently.
Same.
Vader looks
Cool.
like he's taunting him.
Yeah.
Going, arsehole. Look at him.
That means there's two of you taunting him. Okay. What's left? There's get the bottom left out of the way anyway. And the bottom left is really, really quick. I'll just show you now. I should have it there. It's just that I thought I had this. 1 second. We'll get there eventually. So it's just that announcement that they made. I don't even need to really click into it, but they did that whole, they had their bit at the Oscars with the animatronic Grogu, and then they said, so stuff basically from Mandalorian Grogu is upcoming. We've already seen that, but I think, some of the people in our chat were excited about the Aliens 40th stuff, and that's Aliens. That's a 1986 one, so. I think Jim is hyped. I'm hyped, and then Mike and Harrison. What do you think they're actually going to do though?
They'll do Ripley.
Yeah.
At least the Ripley.
In the
Do you
loader.
think, do you think they'll do a warrior?
I'd like to see it. I
Warrior.
would hope so.
Surely if they can make a Zeno, a Scorch, they can make a warrior. Yeah.
Yeah, they should be able to. But if they were only going to do one, then I could see them just doing Ripley. But
And
hopefully we
would
get
the
a
Ripley in
warrior.
the power loader be Artisan or not? Because
I hope not.
that's hit and miss.
I won't get it if it's
Yeah.
artisan.
They
Really?
might do two versions, maybe a single artisan and then a sculpted with the power loader, maybe. Or maybe the power
If you
loader's
remember
the-
her in the second one, she in the first one she had long hair. She got the big kind of almost. I know it's the 70s, but it was 79. It was kind of the 80s volume hair, And then the second one, she kind of cuts it into kind of almost like a bob type thing, doesn't she? So that's sculpted. Will that work?
Hot toys are great at sculpted
Yeah,
hair.
true.
Yeah, with their
I suppose
race
it'd be
and
like Anakin. It'd be around this. It'd be shorter than Anakin's hair from Revenge of the Sith, wouldn't it be?
It would be.
Yeah.
It might be easier to sculpt.
Because it has got
rigid,
some
to be
wave in it, though, hasn't it? So that'll be easy because
Yeah.
they just put a.
Yeah, it's not just
There's
a block
always
of.
Tina Stickeroos, though, isn't there? If they mess up on the hair, there's always
Really?
Tina.
Very
That
true.
might be one. Let's say they do an artisan only. I'm gonna, regardless, I just have to. But yeah, that might be one I'd actually consider doing. I've never
rehairing.
got a figure, sculpt a figure or a figure that is rooted that I didn't like the rooting job done that sent away some. But her work seems to be top tier.
And she's a lovely woman.
Yeah.
Be nice if they did Hicks, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I would love it.
Yeah,
Hicks.
And a
I just
Newt.
can't see it happening. And then sure, Newt is
No, I don't.
child, so it's like they just don't do that.
No, they
unless
don't.
they're aliens. Or,
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah, I
they'll
think
do
you're
it.
right.
Wouldn't she?
Maybe Anakin.
I think Ripley in the power loader is probably because they've done it before, and it's so dated now that it's just an obvious thing to do. And if they're saying
There's
Aliens
the rumours of the
40th,
Queen.
it's something from Aliens. Yes,
Yeah.
I wonder though,
The Sophie thing.
what
the
scale would that be
Papa.
in? Would it be 1/6?
Me
you
and
know?
Harrison were
That'd be
talking about
huge.
that. I'd be fine with it not being true 1/6, but being big enough to look, like it's
Yeah, as long as
imposing
it's-
still. But exactly.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said?
What?
Did you hear what he
What's
just
going
said?
on?
Imposing.
He said that he'd be okay if it wasn't true 1/6.
Oh,
And
right,
no, yeah, that's gonna mess with people's heads, Jim. Like the Jungle Hunter, people are already having a conniption about that, and I can see why.
Things that size, but the Queen, she's huge. I mean, I
She's-
don't
yeah,
think
she'd
she'd
be
be,
like
very
T-Rex size.
feasible. Oh, yeah, exactly. Absolutely massive. So with something like that, I'd be okay with it, as long as it is, still quite large. I don't know
Yeah.
what size, but there we go. I think it'll be all right.
Do you think they're gonna drop it like I know that they put up that post and they've been kind of okay about when they're teasing things and then releasing them recently. Like, do you think they're gonna do it like in the next week or two, or it'll be like, remember that really really good day last year when they had like those is it the summer showcase something, and you had the RoboCop 3 RoboCop, you had Robo Kane, you had Big Chap, the Dark Knight Rises and Joker.
Yeah,
that was a good day. Like
Good
that was a good day,
times.
and you had your man from Death Stranding as well. Like that was like, okay, all these are really good looking. Do you know what I mean? I wonder will it be like this summer
when is
showcase or
the
something?
actual
I could
40th
see it.
anniversary? What's the date of that?
I think it's sometime in June. Was that? I'm sure that's a summer blockbuster.
Yeah, that would make sense then.
I mean,
Summer
If
showcase.
if they want to, the best day would be Alien Day, which is obviously
Yeah,
20th
true.
of April.
the 40th anniversary is July 18th.
Oh, really?
Oh damn!
Do you know it's
July
the 6th
18th.
year
Nice.
anniversary of lockdown today? Because it came
Oh,
up on my
crazy.
Facebook memories.
That is
That's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, I know, mental.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not a bit of not a bag of pasta to be bought.
Do you know what the Queen's name is, Jim?
Or toilet roll.
In Aliens, Marge. It's Large Marge.
Sorry.
The Queen in
Is it?
Aliens. Yeah,
Is
it's
that
Marge.
what
something
they
they
called
called
the
it on
puppet?
set or something?
No, that's what she should be called, Marge, because she is large. Large
Oh,
Marge.
that's what.
There's
okay.
that's just it. This is just a thing to wind up David, then, is it?
David loves Aliens.
I mean, you could have
It's
said
like
it was
a
actually
Mandyism.
called Large Marge, and I wouldn't have had a clue. So,
Actually, Large Marge is a character in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
oh, for God's
She's a ghost. If
You
anyone's
know,
seen
brought us
that.
because the big chap is just called Big Chap, and that's just what they called him on set.
I've
isn't
never
it? Isn't
heard
where
that. I
comes
know
from?
since the thing, but who called him Big Chap?
Is because the
I didn't
guy
hear it
who was
till we
in
got
the
into Hot
suit was
Toys.
really tall and skinny, and
Ah,
they used to call him the Big Chap, and therefore by default
And
the
it's-
alien the Big Chap.
It was filmed in England.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the Big
he's
Chap.
a big chap, isn't he?
cool.
Is Calvin here? How you doing,
Hey.
Calvin?
What's the
story, bro?
Haven't spoke to Calvin in ages. All right. So what do we have to do? We'll do the head to head. So the face off. So we'll bob up here.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
So we go. We happy with these arrangements? So
Well, I think
we'll take Harrison. We'll take Harrison.
Say we need one older person.
Me, David, and Harrison against Mandy and Jim.
Mandy, we're in trouble.
right.
Bob.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
them easy,
Unlucky,
Bob.
Mandy.
Make them about Bananarama or the Bangles, and we're good. Let's go.
I like Bananarama. I love Bananarama. But they're not about Bananarama.
Oh.
Well, who wants to go
I
first?
want a banana milkshake now. Which one's easier, the first one or the second one?
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah,
only
same,
two of
same.
us. We should get the easier questions.
I agree.
Right,
Easier
you
by
go
Bob
first.
standards. though,
Switch
so-
over to private chat, folks.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Okay,
people
so
in the
Kane-
chat, don't write the answers into the chat, please. All right. Who's going first?
Right. I think you're going first.
Oh, okay.
Shane, David, and Harrison.
Right. Okay.
Right, are you ready?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never.
They really are easy this week.
So you know
say
they're
that
really
every
hard.
time, Bob.
But
Yeah.
I trust that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't put really. I don't normally say really.
R.I.P. guys.
In the 14th century, what was gone? But
Right. In what year was Kill Bill Volume 1 released?
ooh,
Oh, thank goodness, I have no idea.
Oh, I think I was in college. Oh. I
I
think it's
don't know
early
that.
noughties.
I mean,
I think it's early noughties.
is it? I'm way off. I was
I
going
don't
to
think,
go.
I don't
like
think it was
late
90s.
90s.
Yeah?
No, I'm
really?
well, I mean, I haven't even really watched it, so I can't really tell. But
You haven't watched
Maybe
Kill
it's
Bill?
not that old.
Well, I love a bit of Uma Thurman.
Not all of it. Just like bits and pieces. I never sat down and actually watched
Harrison,
it from
I
start
tried to
finish.
rewatch it on Netflix and I struggled. So
Yeah?
it's
Yeah,
just
is it
not aged
bad?
very well. Yeah.
Really?
It's really
Yeah,
funny.
I
It's
did.
absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I love Kill Bill.
Kids
man.
these days, honestly.
It's just outrageous, yeah. Jim
I
says the
want to
wildest
say like
things.
2002, 2003.
Yeah, I think that sounds
my,
about right.
my first one was 97, but I don't.
I
think
don't
I'm right.
think it was late 90s.
I'm trying to think.
No. I remember watching it when I was younger, which is well.
I think
Not great, is it?
2003 is right.
Yeah, no, take a bit.
Explains a lot, David.
I trust
I
your
wouldn't have been
judgment.
watching that in 1997. I would have been, oh God, 5.
Yeah,
So,
I would have been
remember
13, but I still wouldn't be watching it. Just, I
Mm.
wouldn't be allowed. Well,
Yeah. 2002,
young.
2003. That's where I'm going.
I go 2003.
Okay, I'll agree to that.
We go
I'm
with
happy with
2003?
that.
Are you locking in
Yeah.
on 2003?
Yep.
Okay. Kill Bill Volume 1 was released in 2003.
Yeah.
Well done, David.
Ah,
Well done, David.
Wow.
Good stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Or around it.
I was going to say 2002 with that pause.
I
Okay.
know.
I thought so as well.
We got it. We got it.
Right.
Come on, Mandy. We
Go
got
on
this.
the back foot.
come on, Jim.
Mandy Gin. That sounds like a kid's lunchtime TV program. Mandy and
Andy
Gin.
and Jim.
Mandy and
Mandy
Gin.
Andy and Jim.
Wasn't that
Right,
Rosie and Jim?
Copyright strike.
Yeah, it was
It
It was
Rosie and Jim.
Rosie
Yeah.
and Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love that. show.
Okay. In what year was Commando released?
That's good. I have no idea.
I've
Neither
not
do
seen
I.
that
I'd have
film.
been better off with Kill Bill. It's with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know Arnie's
Is
in
that,
it,
wasn't
but
Yeah.
let's
I watched it
think.
for the first time over the summer, and my God, the cheese is real.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's got to be 90s,
He's
isn't
still
it?
younger. I think 90s as well. But I think it's
Yeah.
going to be like. I don't know what time of the 90s. Because it feels very
97.
cheesy.
And it can't, because he was,
Well, I can't trust that, Harrison.
so it would have been past all the Terminator ones. But I don't think it was that late 90s, was it? I know,
don't think so. I
I've
think it
not
was-
seen it.
It's post T2, and that was 1992. At least I think so. Or was T2 91? I think it was 92 T2. So it could be. When did they
Feels
do
earlier
True
90s
Lies?
though, rather than later 90s.
Should be 93, 94?
Yeah, let's go around then. No, 3. Let's
Should we do
make it a 3
93?
again. Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say because it's like 10 years before. Okay, we'll do 93.
yeah.
There we go.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Commando was released in 1985.
Yeah.
No way!
80s.
Oh my
I thought it was
God.
later.
It
80s
was
than
very
that, but I knew it was
cheesy.
80s.
Yeah, it was. There's a
80s,
lot
yeah.
of cheese.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyone guess the theme yet?
Oh, let me
No.
see. Kill Bill Commando. Is it like
Action
revenge?
films.
Let's see how we go.
Revenge.
Right.
Seems revengey.
Shane, Harrison, and David. Who directed the 2023 film John Wick Chapter 4?
David Cameron.
What's his name?
Is that the new Michael Bay?
Oh, I thought I was saying that. Yeah, Michael Bay. That's the one.
Oh, out for James
What?
Cameron.
What's his name?
Oh,
I mean, it is new. We should know this.
you were telling us
What
how
about-
big of a fan you were of John Wick, Harrison.
I know his name. I think it's his last name begins with an S. I think. I'm trying to remember.
Homer Simpson.
No, it's not that. It's I'm
Sausage.
is it something? His first name start with a D, maybe?
Sorry.
I can't think about sausage now.
Jim Beaming down there. Oh, Jim Beam.
Mute myself.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do know, but I can't think of it. It's like
David Silver or
I
something
can't
like
think of
that.
it.
I just made that up.
yeah,
It's definitely right.
it is something like that. But I can't think of.
Is
No.
Joel Silver a director?
No.
I don't think he directed it. Anyway.
Well, maybe.
I just made that
but
up.
no.
Sounds like something
I
nice
think
you'd
it's-
get in the jewelry court.
It's. I feel like it's David something. But then I might be way off. No,
Go on, Bob.
No,
They've
I-
had enough time, haven't they?
I have no idea.
Faffing
Michael
about.
Oh
Come
man,
on.
you don't know.
No idea.
Usually let Shane decide how long the things take.
Yeah.
It's time to
Mandy.
move on.
Yeah, I think we're
is
done
Joe.
here.
I don't know. Pass.
Want to have a wild guess?
David Smith.
Yeah,
No,
locking
it's
in.
It's as good as any. Yeah, go on.
Okay, the director of the 2023 film John Wick Chapter 4 was Chad Stahelski.
Close.
You were right about the S, but I would have never. No.
Would not have guessed Chad. That's not a director
Chad's-
name that you'd
No.
think of.
Great name, innit?
No.
Right,
Chad.
Mandy and Jim. Pull one back. Who directed the 2008 film Rambo?
Oh,
Sly Stallone. I actually don't know. That was
Oh,
the,
that could be a good guess.
He
Could be a
did the
good guess.
Rockies,
What-
didn't it? Well, he did the Rockies.
He did the first one for sure. Probably the second
Mm.
one. He could have done it.
I don't know.
I
so
can't remember.
I'm happy to go
That
with
was-
that as much as anything.
All right, yeah, because I'd have no idea. Go, Stallone.
Yeah. Locking in.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go with that.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I have no idea.
The director of the 2008 film Rambo was Sylvester Stallone.
Hey,
Okay,
nice
one apiece.
Jim.
Got interesting now.
You're
It's a
right.
revenge theme. Bob, is the theme revenge?
Not revenge.
Ah.
It's
No, it's
not.
just action movies.
No.
Action.
Okay.
Machine guns.
Okay, Shane, David, and Harrison. Who played Scud in the 2002 movie Blade 2?
who played who?
Scud.
God.
Good.
C-U-D. Like the missile.
Is it Norman Reedus, guys? He was
Yeah,
in one of those
I
movies.
was thinking he was in
Yeah,
the
that-
second one.
I don't know the characters well enough. I would just go with that.
Neither do I. I watched those movies once,
No,
and I'm not a fan, and I got absolutely destroyed every time I said it out loud. People love them. Like,
Like the second
I think I
one a lot.
watched them too late. I know Norman Reedus
that's
is
who
in
I
the
was
second
going
one.
to say.
Yeah, are you happy
Yeah,
enough to
go
go
with
with
that.
Norman Reedus?
Yeah, do it.
Locking in?
Yep.
Okay. In the 2002 movie Blade 2, Scud was played by Norman Reedus.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice one.
Just like
Have you seen the
that.
guy on Insta that does the Norman Reedus things?
No.
He's an Eastern Asian
No.
chap, and he always does. This is how Norman Reedus would order a coffee, and he's just brilliant. If
That's
I find
cultural
him,
Where's that
appropriation.
different? What's that, man? There's one that does Rick as well. There's a guy that does Rick that's quite fun.
Really?
Does
Oh,
he
the
say?
guy-
He always
Carl?
Rick does. He does that.
Amazing.
Carl. We've
Yeah.
got to get to the exit.
Yeah.
That's actually spot on.
I saw that guy the other day.
Yeah, that
doing his-
just hit the spot right there, Jim. Yeah, he's kind of moving and looking back, and yeah, that's
doing the
funny.
impression for the guy that played Rick's son, Carl, and it was like secondhand embarrassment was real. Anyway, sorry, continue, Bob.
That's good, mate. All good. Right, Mandy and Jim. So tied. Who played Siberius in the 2004 movie The Chronicles of Riddick?
Ooh.
Oh, that's he's in The Boys, I think. I think it's that guy. The main actor in The Boys. What's his name?
Chadwick Boseman.
No.
Shush, you're mush.
Sea space.
He's in Gladiator. Not Gladiator. He's in 4 as well. Is it Carl Urban? Because I know he's in it.
Where's it sniped?
I feel like it's Carl Urban. Because he's the only other actor I know in it other than Vin Diesel.
And Katie Sackhoff. She's in
Is
it.
he in it?
Yeah, you see a boob. You do.
Is that definitely a male name then? Because I can't remember the character names. But there's also isn't Ron Perlman in this as well? He is.
I've only seen it
Ron
once.
Perlman's in it. He's a bounty hunter. It's a really good film. I'm gonna guess. I want to stick with Carl Urban. I don't know if that's correct. But it's up. I don't know what you think, Mandy.
I'll go with that. It's cooler to come second anyway, Jim.
That's very true. I agree.
Are you locking in?
Yeah,
Carl
we're
Urban.
Yeah. We're locking.
Okay.
Damn it!
I'll just like him out.
Right, whatever.
In the 2004 movie, The Chronicles of Riddick was played by Carl Urban.
Okay, that's the tiebreaker goat.
I tried to fry him off.
Anyone guess the theme yet?
David's tricky.
It is movies with the highest body counts.
Ah, very good.
Hey, wow.
Very good.
Ah.
Very good.
Which one had the highest out of the films that we've done so far? Or is that what you're about to ask?
Well,
It's the tiebreaker.
funny you should say that, Jim. Thanks for the little link.
Oh, this is the next
Hey, you
question.
get nearest.
Very good. Very
Right.
good.
The 1974 film Lone Wolf and Cub, White Heaven in Hell, features the highest physical body count by a single character. How many kills were there?
Great question.
Oh, God.
Love everything
Well,
about it, in fact.
What happened to the 2000s? late 90s?
We don't even know what sort of film that is, do we?
Sounds like a western.
Do you think
Doesn't
he's
sound like a
killed more than
family
Chopper?
film.
No.
What's it called
Might have
again?
been back then.
It's always-
But like, could the single character drop an atomic bomb on something?
No,
and then
no.
it'd be
This question avoids kind of knock on like blowing up galaxies.
Okay,
It's,
so
see a
he's
single character kill this
Uh,
number of people.
okay. Like,
it
so
would've been
you're
Tarkin
talking.
otherwise, right? Yeah.
It has to be in the hundreds. Like,
It's got to still be a lot. Yeah, it's got to be a lot.
so John Wick, like that first movie, he kills easily 100 people. Like,
That's what I was
And in
thinking. I was
Kill
thinking
Bill,
about John
she
Wick as well.
slaughters tons of them, doesn't she? You know, when all those guys come at her, she
Yeah.
absolutely annihilates them.
mm-hmm.
It's
Mandy,
going
I
to be a
think our
stab in
tactic
the
is we let
dark,
these
innit?
three answer and then we go somewhere around where they've gone.
No. 100% no, guys. Don't answer until Jim and
There's more of
Mandy have-
you. There's more of you.
Yeah, there is.
I want to go to bed.
I think the clue's in
Two-
1974.
232.
Jesus.
I think it's going to be higher than that.
It probably is.
I think it's if he's asking a
300.
question, it's going to be.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's
Yeah.
going to be.
320,
But, like,
Mandy? Do we
The
let
thing
that
is,
one?
they're either going to go like if we pick 232, and the answer is 800. If they pick like 233, they win. They're not going to pick the same. It's really a 50-50 chance of. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's lower,
Yeah.
it's so we pick a number and it's like there's
It's
a
like play your
50-50
cards
chance
right,
of getting
innit?
closer.
I think we go
So-
230.
Hey, Bruce,
Go
is
on,
that-
go 230. So I think it's I don't know. I bet you the answer is like over.
We
500.
could do
Can
anything
we just
then,
do
couldn't we,
330,
Jim?
Mandy?
Yeah, let's
Go
do
100
that.
above. 330.
Higher!
Yeah? All right.
Higher!
you got your final answers?
Yeah.
Can you remind me what they were?
230. 330.
Okay. The number of kills in that film were 150.
Oh,
We got it.
that's a shame, guys.
Yeah.
Just bad luck, Jim.
See, that'd be
Mandy.
easy to do, wouldn't it? How many kills did Uma do in Kill Bill?
57, volume 1.
Is that
Right.
all?
They're rookie numbers. Man, I killed 3 people today.
That's
I
lower
bet
than
Chopper's done more than that in one episode of
believe that.
Rebels.
All right, folks.
That's true.
First of all, thank you to everyone on the panel for giving up your time Monday. Appreciate it. Hopefully,
Thank you.
Hot Toys gets the finger out and starts actually releasing things, so
Yeah.
we can start just keeping it more regularly. Also, like you know, it's going to be a big deal when that Alien 40 stuff drops, so that will be probably impromptu stream as well. Yeah, so thanks to everyone in the chat, and yeah, we're out here. Subscribe to everyone here, follow them on Instagram, and that's pretty much it, folks. All right, get rid of this banner and get rid of this music. It's going on a bit.
so excited, Jim.
Yeah. All right, see you, folks.
See you later.
See you guys.
See you later.